Welcome to the Magma Classroom, your weekly digital painting study session. This particular classroom series focuses on the basics of digital painting, starting with the fundamentals of shape, values, lighting, and color. We've done a good few simple spheres and apples already, tried our hands at some more interesting still lifes, broken down simple landscapes, and even run a gauntlet of timed exercises to speed up the learning process. These 2-hour study sessions are aimed at beginners taking their first steps in digital painting, illustrators who want to tackle new subjects and grow their visual library, and more experienced artists wanting to warm up or wind down from their usual work. I'm your host Ryan, and together we'll be sharpening our skills with a new subject each week. The aim here is definitely not to produce perfect paintings, but to put in the time to learn and challenge ourselves. We'll be getting started shortly, so top up your mug and check the stream description below for instructions to join. While you wait, be sure to subscribe so that you can be notified about future sessions. I had this window open for a little while. I forgot that I had it muted. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. Thanks, Basil Vinegar, for pointing it out. So welcome to the classroom. It's been a little while. Been traveling a little bit. So yeah, now it's time to get back into it. We're gonna be doing landscapes today. Thank you very much, Phoenix. See you there, your comment. And thanks, Nexus. And there the audio is. Yep. It's taking me a little while to get back into the swing of things over here. Cool. So if you are tuning in on YouTube or on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, you can check the stream description below. You'll find all the information to join us. If you want to come along, we're going to spend about 2 hours practicing a bit of landscapes. We've got a few different ones over here. And those of you who have joined, you'll be able to see these just by double clicking on the layers to claim them and hide and show as you like. And if you're on Twitch, let me know and I will post the links for everything that you'll need in order to join. And but otherwise, let's get cracking. I want to actually try. I'm going to start off a little easier. I think I'm going to start. Yeah, where's my layer? I'm going to. I might end up turning off the touch on this tablet. It is super sensitive. So I'm going to start with this one because this is quite a bit easier, like we always do. Are they locked? Aha, I see. One moment. I know what needs to be done. We're still working on the little fix for that. We've got something in the works, which I should actually be able to enable now. One moment. Hope you guys are doing good. I had a good few streams while I've been away. Feature flags. Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. Okay, we'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, if you refresh, you should be able to access those other canvases now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's keep the chat alive. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to be back. Although our time with the Magma team was very short. It flagged a bit longer. But it was all good. It was good. It's the first time getting to meet a lot of the team. So it's all good. All right. So as with any image that we're going to tackle, if we're trying to replicate our reference, and if we want to study it, we want to look first at shapes and values. Primarily shapes. I'm going to break this thing down, and once you start playing around with shapes, you can start to exaggerate things. So of course we've got this very clear sort of line here before it starts moving into the mountain. If we look at the silhouette of this, it's got this sort of like that. And we've got another mound just in front, another one over here. It all sort of like blends in over time. But the other interesting shapes that are here are the patches of snow, which here, if we try and break these down into shapes, this is what I mean by just simplifying those shapes. It's kind of like wanted to be a triangle and then it went this way. Yeah, same here. We've got just a little weird shape. We can simplify all of this. Let's do like kind of a stylized mountain. Right, so we want to look at all those shapes. We get into it a bit more. We notice that it goes from this dark gravel into the green. There's a nice bit of texture there that we could play with. So yeah, Kawaii Spookticles, hello, welcome. So we're going to be looking at those shapes. I'm going to keep that in mind as I go into my first sketch. And you don't have to perfectly replicate. Hey Manju, you don't have to perfectly replicate your reference, but certainly use the information that's there to inform your sketch. Okay, so I'm going to switch to a black. So roughly, like I was saying, there's a sort of line across here. We had a bit of an undulating thing going on. A bit lengthy here. I'm going to exaggerate that a little bit. Comes down and around. I should actually make this smaller because a bit overboard there. Whoops. Oh, starting to feel Andy's frustration with accidental button pressing. I've got the new Wacom 113 Touch over here that the lovely folks over at Wacom have ordered, and it's my first time really getting into it. I'm very excited to test this out. So just breaking it down into simple shapes. This one sort of gently in the background over there. Any good? It's difficult for me to say right now. So far, it feels very nice. Pen seems decent, sensitive. The touch is really smooth to use. Can I do all of this? So, Manju, where are my glasses? That's a good question. They're around. Left them behind while I traveled to go hunting for them. Let's see. Cool. So we can kind of fit this in. I don't specifically need them. It's just when I'm doing long hours in front of the computer that I need to. It just creates a bit of strain. So yeah. Cool. Just noticing who we got here. Basil Make Vinegar. We've got Burning Phoenix. Andy, is this SKB perhaps? And Nexus. Plenty of canvases around. So if you are tuning in on YouTube, you're welcome to come along and join us. Okay, let's get painting now. So we've quite a really light background. It's white. Let's make this brush a bit bigger. Let's turn off that stabilizer. I don't need that. Even whiter than this, I know. Get to that. And I'm gonna look at our ground here. Yeah, it's definitely a cool black, but not quite black, not all the way. It's a kind of gray, but it's got a tinge of color to it. Let's do this. I'm going to do this with the lasso foal. Let's get some very nice sharp edges, so we can play with that lasso foal a bit. I'm going to try to find this green. It's kind of like a yellowy green. Yeah, Phoenix, definitely getting to watch people and how they draw is immensely valuable. I really enjoyed. Yeah, I'm going to turn off this touch. I used to watch Aaron Blaze's videos, his live streams. I found those awesome to watch. Let's hide this panel, do that. This needs to be more desaturated and a bit more yellow. So I'm just getting in the big shapes first. And I've gone over my sketch like a fool. Thought I created a new layer. I was wrong. That's fine. Let's back to the brush. A bit more yellow. Darker on this side. Maybe too dark. Yeah, the only thing with speed paints, I do think it's too fast. So if you can watch some things going on in real time. But yeah, even just seeing the build up with those speed paints, like the process going from initial sketch, but just to put down the values next, getting those initial shapes down, seeing what sort of shapes people will start putting down first. I found that to be quite interesting. How they might work from foreground to background. This one's a little bit darker. Yeah, Aaron Blaze has got great art. This, what I'm adding in now, should actually come in later. Being honest with myself, that way too soon. Could actually have added some texture in first. So let's get the lasso. Yeah, good. Bob Ross is great. Let's try. Weird. A little bit of selections here. So first, there's a bit of this gravel. Let's bump up the spacing a little bit. Just play around with my brush settings. A bit of spread. I do have this. Yeah, that's not the direction. Nope, that's not. I'm sitting very uncomfortably. Hello, hello, welcome. More people joining in. If you guys want to find your way onto the canvas, you're most welcome. Check the stream description below. All the information is there. Let's get this lasso. Excuse me. Get this lasso again. Oh, now that I've turned off the touch, now I'm good. Definitely feel a bit out of practice here. Frog Bear, hello, hello. Frog beer, I said bear, frog beer. Seems to come higher. This is a bit darker. This gets a bit lighter. That's a really inefficient way that I'm tackling things. Thanks. I feel like my drawing muscles have not been exercised well late. So I'm feeling very rusty. Very bad artist. Not doing any drawing. Just eating and talking nonsense, playing video games. The Jamming Rogue Trader. I saw that pop up on my Steam feed. Look pretty good. Look pretty good. It's got this. Does have some of this dark from top of the mountain. This should be, could be a lighter, yellower rather. Nope, didn't quite hit that. It's very cool. Okay. Resists temptations. For now. There's some darker gravel in here. Let's change the brush a bit. Maybe we can get a bit. Maybe this chalky brush will give us a slightly better effect. It came in a bit too close on my reference image. Okay. Made a mess here. No, what I'm using is a drawing tablet, a display tablet. If that's if you're asking me. With a pen, pressure sensitive stylus, all those good things. I usually prefer to work on a screenless drawing tablet, but of late I've just been using the iPad a lot, using display stuff, so I'm kind of used to having where I'm drawing, where my hand is moving, and where I'm looking being the same place. But I just haven't set up all my new things. So I don't have the most efficient setup right now. It's a little bit uncomfortable. I picked up one of these Wacom shortcut remotes as well to program my shortcut keys into. Just haven't got them all set up yet. Just done a quick test to make sure that it works. And that you can press, that two buttons can be pressed at the same time, because a lot of tablets couldn't do that, but the shortcut remote can. So like control and space together, for example, as two different buttons. Together, they work to do the intended shortcut. There's a bit of orange in here, actually. Okay, I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this one. I actually want to... So I did create another layer, just so I accidentally tapped the wrong one. Push it down. You're at your other house, so can't use the drawing tablet. What drawing tablet do you normally use? Phoenix? Phoenix Wright, I mean, not Burning Phoenix. No, Burning Phoenix uses this T16. Okay, so I want to get this there. Lighter. Yeah, being able to combine keys. It's important. It's important. Although generally I find it, you can just program the entire shortcut into one key that works. But I was curious about two physical buttons working together on these things. Because I found that, at least with the XP Pen tablets, pushing two buttons on the tablets, only one could be active at a time, the first one that you press. Let's actually sketch this out. So we got these mountains. There's a Helion. Okay, so we've got Oops, it comes over here, goes off into the distance. Goes down. We've got another one in the background. Just a little reminder, if anyone's joining us over on Twitch, you guys can just drop me a message, drop a comment in the chat, and if you want to join in, I'll send the links over. Let's try to get this shape in, and then from this ridge, it all sort of comes down. There's one that's slightly lower in here. What's going to be the easiest approach here to block in a flat color? It's a bit tricky to see what I should start with. And then add in the shadows later. So let's get that next layer in. I'm going to go with this. What sort of color is this? Let's use the eyedropper just as a guide. And the shadows, yeah, obviously very blue. I'll find a good base to start at. Maybe we'll start with that blue. And we'll add the warm colors in. A little bit more saturation. Seems a bit counterintuitive to this blue mountain. This one's definitely a dark color though. And then I want to use my lasso before try and spot these other shapes. We've got quite a nice yellow orange. It's a bit redder than that. So here perhaps. It's definitely not warm enough. I've taken here. Maybe we can shift it over, go a little bit further towards the red, just a touch. This maybe wasn't the best way to approach it. create a new layer, clipping group. Back to my brush. So now what's going to happen when I apply paint, it's only going to be on this layer where there's already paint coming through. Let's change that, change this, go down. Always playing with my settings. This is way bluer. Sort of treating these like my little warm-ups before I get to that third one. So, okay, so this blue is going to be lighter. For the snow, it's less of a Now I have the shadow snow, then getting, well, the snow being in shadow and then coming into light. So I'm going to have to change here, desaturate a bit. Desaturate this. This is getting quite a bit lighter. It's sitting at the top of the mountain. Should probably desaturate this Should just soften this out. How are you guys finding these landscapes? All right? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're just chilling there, typing and chatting, keeping us company. It does get a little tricky trying to talk while painting. Unless, of course, you're John Hardesty, in which case, talk and paint with ease. So far, so good. Nice. Yeah, I'm finding it very challenging to get into this. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. There were definitely more efficient ways to tackle these things. I'm just kind of treating these like warm-ups. Doesn't matter too much that I'm making a mess of them. But hopefully the third one, where are we at for time? Yeah, 40 minutes. I should probably move on to the third one now. That one, hopefully I can feel a bit more warmed up for that. This actually comes over. Okay, let's merge down. Oops, wrong button. Getting confused. Shortcuts across different software. It happens, and it happens to the best of us. So yeah, if you are joining in, you guys coming in a little late, no worries. We've got plenty of canvases down at the bottom where you can pick one up for yourself, rename it if you want. And then, yeah, come tackle this with us. So let's move on to this one. I love, sometimes I get a bit annoyed with the level of color grading that goes on in some images, but I actually kind of like this red one. Let's make these smaller. It doesn't matter that they're small, they're not particularly good. They'll just be there in the background. Okay, so let's start with a bit of blue. Slightly lighter. Do it bigger. Yeah, it's a bit too big. gonna squint my eyes, look for shapes. I'll probably go quiet for a little while. While I figure this out. What we got here? Is it Rillo? Cool. Yeah, you're welcome to obviously draw in the open space with me, or grab your own canvas, whichever you're more comfortable with. And I am taking up quite a bit of space. Let's see, this is kind of interesting orange, red color. First comes out like that. You know what, I should actually do this on a separate layer. Just to get here. Let's go down. Go fairly high. There's this pool, this little island in here. It cuts across our view. Suddenly got some bit more saturation. Yeah. A little bit more in there. Obviously, this is going to change. Oh, it's there. A bit desaturated. What's going on with that? Our cools are definitely much warmer. So let's keep that in mind, and then it gets a little. Yeah, let's check this. Let's check this theory. It's definitely cool. Way more red in there. Towards orange, but saturates. Okay. Yeah, way more saturation, obviously, in there. This way. Yeah, let's just follow that. A bit more red. Keeping it out. Here. Make it very loose and sketchy with this. Then let's saturate. Snow at the moment. It's not important for right now. Let's go over towards blue. And we've got this really interesting blue. I don't even know how to find this one. It's just a really dark. There. Try to think about the planes that are here. Objection. What's that objection? I have no idea what that is. Ace Attorney? I ain't never heard of it. I see. Let's lock this layer. Find one of my streaky brushes. Rough streak, perhaps. Yeah, that does the job. Oops, wrong direction. Brush. Definitely feeling like I need to be attending Jonathan and Anya's classroom sessions after today. It's not the brush I wanted. Saturated, I think. I'm not going to try translating that with my very poor level of Japanese. Might have to face the harsh reality of just how little has sunk in since I started learning. Well, there is a British element to it. I am from one of the colonies. South Africa is a former British colony. Oh, many influences there. But yeah, my ancestry is also from the UK. I think Scotland and Wales, if I remember correctly. I don't know my family history so well. This definitely is more red. Thanks, Kawhi. Oh, credit to the photographer though for pushing the colors. That's really just what I'm just trying to capture the same thing. If you guys ever looking for reference, this image came from, I forget if it came from Unsplash or Pexels. I bounce between the two when it comes to looking for reference. But if ever you're looking, those are good resources. Sort of free for personal use kind of images there. So here we're just using these for study. Maybe I should flip things around a little bit, refresh my eyes, do a little canvas flip. A good thing to do every now and then. So it looks really messy. And that should actually be higher. But I definitely try to scrunch in a little too much here. Could do. well. Quite a few clouds. Would be a good brush for clouds. This Bobby is thick rough. So even this could probably come up a bit further. This whole stretch. This is the nature of painting. Get a little ways in, and you realize, hey, now that's not working at all. Or you've tried to fit in too much. Okay, I need to change this music too. What else have we got? Is it the fantasy hub? Then fall asleep from all the focus. Yeah, working their brain nice and hard. So I'm actually paint over a lot of this. Definitely one of those things I struggled with learning to paint. It's just kind of accepting that you may just paint over things and they don't work. That's just normal. It's just normal. As you make a mark, it starts to inform all the other marks. The more you have there, the more you can work with, and the more you can see that this doesn't work, that doesn't work. So like every mistake brings you closer. But that's all nice to say, but when you're in the moment dealing with it, it can be pretty frustrating. I can't believe that eye looks so terrible. Or whatever the case may be. Do I primarily work in landscapes? No, actually, I'm very inexperienced with landscapes. But on the landscape front, someone who does inspire me is Nathan Fowkes. But it doesn't matter whether that's landscapes or anything, it's charcoal work. But he has a way with color that blows my mind. I think a true master of color, I would say. So I would love to learn to paint like that. I've just been very bad about dedicating the time to it. All takes a lot of time. Other artists that inspire, Ahmed Al-Duri, definitely love his work. Hasn't been all that active on social media of late. That pen is way too small. But yeah, I've mentioned Nathan's work a few times on the streams. Fanboying out big time. Yeah, having enough time to dedicate is a pain. Yeah. His work is, that's really amazing. And if he's got courses on schoolism, so if this is the kind of thing that you're into making, you're into landscapes, he's got some great stuff on composition, painting with color and light. Worth checking out. And Ahmed Alduri has Med's map, so you can also learn from him. Definitely one I have on the list when I get better about time management. I can tackle that because I don't want to waste my time when I'm signed up for that. I want to go be disciplined, focused. Tadahiro Yasugi? I'll be sure to look them up. Recommended. I'll just put that on screen for anyone who wants to check it out as well. The name. Oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? That's right. My chat went crazy. There we go. Tadahiro Yasugi. Did he do a straight Coraline? Coraline? Very nice. I love those strong shapes. Really cool. Really, really cool. Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate it. Going to take a little deep dive into that work. Get a closer look at everything. Did the concept art for Coraline. Okay. What a fun story that was. Love Neil Gaiman's writing. Gaiman? Yeah. Gaiman? Working there with very small brushes. Feel like I'm not getting closer to the end of this thing. What is the end anyway? What? You ever had this where you accidentally start painting on a reference? After you flipped your canvas around? What could I do differently? Interesting. Time's going at an interesting pace. We're just over an hour in. 1 hour, 10 minutes. Got about 50 minutes left. So still plenty of time if you work faster than me, which is most of you. Most of you, I'm sure. Are you out here bashing myself today? It seems. Um, just going to be muted for a moment. I want to try and capture this in much fewer strokes somehow, because I've definitely made a lot of marks and adequately captured things. So I'm trying to treat these sessions a little bit like a sketchbook from time to time, where I get to experiment. So I'm going to shift over onto another layer. What layer is this? I have no idea what the layer is for. I will use it. Let's see. So I want this blue. It's quite light. Let me go make sure my density to pressure is off. Make sure my brush is quite big. Let's get a hard horizontal brush for this. I want to capture it in. What is that stroke? Yeah, it's 2 or so. 3. Then, this is going to be interesting. Shifting to the reds. So there we go. And yeah, hang on a minute. Let's do another layer. Create a clipping group so I can stay at least within these bounds. Adjust my angle. Nope, that's too big. And eraser is also a brush stroke. Just like 5 now or something. Grab this red. I've already made some blunders. This is too. Cool. Glad you like the music in the background there. That line was bad. I shouldn't be undoing. Bad practice, bad practice. Some white in here. going to create a simplified version of this. Do another layer. This to be at this higher level. What goes into a bit of a waterfall. Do you guys use tilt settings at all for your pens? For your brushes, I mean? And if so, to change what? What settings do you have tilt assigned to? I usually like having tilts set up for changing my brush direction. Not in Magma, it's not. We don't support tilt yet. Depends on the type of brush, yeah. I think for like a longer, flatter brush, being able to tilt it and change the direction and then work like that, it's kind of it's an interesting feel. Jitter with size and color more than tilt. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I've got maybe a flare out in the size. And spread of texture. Yeah, I was just playing around with tilt a bit earlier. I'm noticing that kind of miss it. So I was curious how other people might use it. The first time I actually came across it that for changing brush direction was with Ahmed Aldiri's brushes. I was like, this is intriguing. This is very intriguing. A bit of juice. Yay. Juice is life. Indeed. I remember being very disappointed when my dentist told me that juice is not good for your teeth because so many of them have so much sugar in them. It's like, what? I thought I was doing the healthy thing. Drinking fruit juice. It has fruit in the name. Come on. Young me was not impressed. mean, surely fruit-flavored gummy sweets are healthier than the others, right? Ah. If only. Red juice from a fresh apple. So what actually is happening here? Okay. Bigger? No. That's the direction I wanted. This. Yeah, that can work. I did it wrong, didn't I? Go for it. So I had bigger intentions of using lasso selection and full bucket a lot more in this session, and then I kind of fell back into just habitual inefficiency. Let's call it that. I am South African after all. Efficiency is part of our design. It's who we are. Can you guys hear the music playing around outside? My background noise? It's not there. Coming off the street. Because it's pretty loud. Is it? I think some folks have decided to take their portable speaker out to the park across the road. Yeah. That's what I was just thinking for some of the hard edges that I'd be using. Just to get the hard edge. Lasso selection and back in with a brush, as though I would take a piece of paper or something on real canvas just to create a hard edge. Which obviously lasso typically doesn't feel like a drawing tool. All I'm doing is dabbing a lot. I do have my brush. I'm using like a long brush set to follow my direction of my stroke, which is kind of nice. Sometimes I'll play around and just change the angle so I can get sharper lines. Might work like that. Let's do this again. It's fun to just try out different things, different approaches. Hey, Anya. Thanks. Yeah, we got about a half an hour left. Really struggling with the whole landscape thing today. But like I mentioned earlier, it's not quite not a strong point. I might argue that I don't have a strong point yet. That sounded crazy. See my Instagram. Not much goes on there these days. I need that little pill from Limitless to get me back in the game. Get me focused. I was gonna have to pull in for some more of your still lives, Anya. That'll do me some good. So for those that are wondering, Anya is hosting tomorrow, I believe. What's the date today? No, tomorrow. Mine tomorrow, maybe someone else's. Wait, let's see. No, it's Wednesday. It's meant to be Wednesday. Ah, there we go. Yes, the 13th. Anya is hosting another classroom session after our clubhouse, actually. So if you still feel like lurking around and painting after that, or if you rather want to focus on learning rather than drawing surfing Santas, then be sure to join Anya's still life painting on Wednesday. Okay, I don't like this section. It's supposed to be simplifying, and now I'm just trying to add in more stuff. This shape here. Yes, such nice blues in this water. I was mentioning earlier that the color grading on a lot of landscape photos I get kind of annoyed with sometimes because it's overdone. But this gives it, this particular one has a sort of otherworldly feel. So I was won over by that. I was won over by this one. I retract my absolute comment about filtered landscapes. Especially these reds in here. Ah. Now working on the wrong image. Ah. It's I'm going to shift this. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And delete this edge. You would be correct in that comment, Phoenix, right? So whose layer was this? Was it joined? Just want to move it. Okay, cool. I can merge this down. And I'm going to move Rilla's. Rilla? I think it's Rilla's. Let's move that up. So that I can move my things. I'm just going to merge all these layers because it's a bit ridiculous now. Can't deal with these 3 layers. Gasp. Oops, that was not what I was trying to do. Ah, I made a mess. No. What have I done here? Uh-huh. Squiggly lines, squiggly lines. Sorry, you're mostly just watching me like trying to figure out what I've done. What I've done with my time, my life, my lines, my layers, all of it. What is this? It's bigger because it's way too small. Yeah, it's easy to end up with way too many layers, more than are necessary a lot of the time. But it depends on the kind of work you do. Sometimes you need to have lots of layers. If you intend to be making changes later on. Yeah, background, foreground. That works for me too. I kind of go with, yeah, definitely background on its own. Then I'll do a block in on its own layer. And then a separate one where I'll start getting a bit looser. And then maybe another one on top for stronger lighting if required. Let's change this music. Not like that color. Okay. Let's try to get some of this. Sound. Where's my cursor? I can't find it. Ah, why is this touch so sensitive? Goodness. I really want to use it, but it just... It's frustrating. Okay, so this line is too high. Check the settings here. Down the settings. suppose this was definitely a good test for the new tablet to see how it feels. Just throw myself in the deep end with a subject that I'm not really comfortable with. Let's see what happens. Into the deep end. But I need to do more of these. I really need to do more of these. These are pretty quick ones. No, as sketches, they're fine. But like I say each time, the reason for these sessions is not, well, the goal is not perfect paintings. It's more like just going through, trying to spend the time thinking, is this going to work? Is that going to work? That is working, that's not working. Just going through all those decisions in your head. That is what the study sessions are for. Alrighty, 10 minutes out. I think we can wrap this up. It's been a fun session. Hey Nexus, I'm nervous to go and look at yours. Let's take a little look at everyone's page. I'm sure you guys did an exceptional job. Oh goodness, this is fantastic. Well done, Basil Meg Vinegar. This looks really good. Yeah, it's almost like a flare of light on the where the cloud is sort of coming over the mountain there. That's really cool. I really like that. Ah, nice. Burning Phoenix. Yeah, still making sure that those bits of snow in there are looking nice and crisp. That texture going on over there. Really good work. Really good work. Ah, we had SKV here. Oh, very nice colors. Great choices of colors. I like it. Yeah, don't worry about it, Andy. Don't worry about it. I like the addition of the Christmas dinosaur there. But no, looking cool. Looking cool. Getting that sort of warm light colors. Actually really good here. Getting that warm light I found it was a bit tricky. We got here. Yeah, this was Nexus. Love it. Love the full opacity brushstrokes. And you're seeing the colors really well. There's that sort of violet in there. Great work, guys. This was fantastic stuff. I don't think we had any others. Let's see. My mouse wheel has broken, so I can't scroll over. Nice. Pibzeb, bringing in the old Windows XP landscape over there. Awesome. Great work, guys. This was fun, nice and challenging. Hope you enjoyed it. On Wednesday, we are doing Clubhouse again. The theme is Surfing Santa. So that should be quite fun. Get your imagination go crazy there. Maybe a little bit of a different environment for Santa to be in, depending on which hemisphere you're in. For us, Christmas is always in the summer. We tend to be outside having a barbecue, whereas the whole white Christmas thing is totally foreign to me. So yeah, we're gonna put Santa in board shorts and give him a surfboard. Let's see how he enjoys the summer. And then also don't forget, on Wednesday, Anya will also be doing her classroom session. That'll be, if I recall, 2.5 hours after our Clubhouse stream ends. So you'll have a bit of a break. Cool, fantastic stuff, guys. Enjoy the rest of the week. If I don't see you in the other sessions, thanks again for joining, and feel free to keep painting if you want to keep pushing the details a little further. Ciao for now, everybody. Ciao for now.